Hey guys, welcome to another artful video. Today is a video with an art supply that I've been holding on to for about half a year now. During April and the beginning of May 2021, I went to Florida to visit my family. And obviously, I had to visit Hobby Lobby, of course, because there's no Hobby Lobby in New York. I snagged up this bad boy because it was on sale. It was on sale for like $12, I believe. So I bought that, shoved it in my suitcase, and transported it back to New York. The brand is Master's Touch, which, if I may say, is an interesting name to say. I have seen this brand before, but only the watercolor paper, and not the actual paint itself. It looked fancy, but honestly had low expectations due to it being so cheap and on sale. The thing is, here in New York, everything is stupidly expensive, and every time I got something cheap, it was literally like cheap and poorly made. However, I was in Florida, which have cheaper and reasonable prices for good stuff. Yeah, it's not true all the time, so I just gave it a try. Plus, I got to try something new that's not common in New York. As soon as I opened it, I started feeling giddy because it was coming in a tin container with a ring to hold it like an actual palette. Now that's something fancy to me, okay? Once I opened it, I was surprised because all the paints were individually wrapped, and I have never got paints that were like that. I already see some people are going to be like, oh, it's not that fancy, or you never seen that type of paint before. Okay, in my defense, I always got art supplies that didn't individually wrap the paints, so I'm not really used to it. I saw them in art videos, but never had them physically in my hands. So I had to take a minute to process how pretty they are to me. It was very aesthetically pleasing. After basically being fixated on the display, I got on with unwrapping each paint, which was actually relaxing. The paint looks kind of dry or weird, but that's probably because I left it for half a year, so don't mind that. The only criticism I have for these half pans is that there is no label for the name of the color. The name is most likely at the bottom of the pan when you finish the color, so you can see the name and get a refill. So just in case though, I took the wrap and cut the name out, then stuck it at the bottom. Just for extra secureness, just in case if they didn't have the name at the bottom. Then I taped over the label so it wouldn't rip off or fall off easily. One color that kind of threw me off was the magenta. Is it just me, or isn't magenta supposed to be a little more towards the red side or have more red tones than what the label shows? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll double check it later. I swore that it is supposed to be more towards the red side than the blue side. After all that, I reorganized the paints to be more aesthetically pleasing. But I did leave the fluorescence colors by themselves, because it wouldn't make any sense to put the almost neon colors right next to the regular colors. I also left the darker weird colors together because I wasn't too sure what they were until I swatched them, but they appeared more brown tones. Later on I find out that they're actually like blues and purples and pinks, so I may reorganize the pans again in the future, but I'm gonna continue with the swatches for now. During the swatch process, the paints were extremely pigmented and were not chalky at all, so I was excited to play around with them more. For the test, I decided to use my character Vex since she had cool red hair and I wanted to practice skin tones. I am always so nervous to color skin because I want to do them justice and make the color right. I'm also nervous to darken the skin because at first it seems dark, then it dries much lighter. I'm gonna practice more skin tones, but I got the slight hang of it. Overall, I like these paints and I'm probably gonna use them a lot in the future. Other than that, enjoy the time lapse of me making a half body of Vex. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys in my future videos. Remember to always be kind, kings and queens. Bye bye.